Here with defensive tackles coach Tesh and Suirad Ware. So guys, it's been a long, hot summer, but it's been physical according to Coach Houston. So I'm going to start with you, Coach Tesh. Do you agree with Coach Houston? Was it a good physical summer? Did you like how your guys looked in inside run and team period, or do you think there's a long way to go?
Yes, sir. It was a physical camp, and it's long. It turns into Groundhog Day. You don't know what day of the week it is, but that's part of it. I think that Coach did a really good job of tweaking some of the schedule as well to foster what he wanted from a physicality standpoint, but also keep their bodies ready to go. So I think we've got a lot of work in. We've got some work to do before the first game, but I think we'll be ready to go.
Coach just mentioned altering the schedule. Let's talk about that moving forward. You guys are going to do the morning practice. Coach Houston said the big thing is so that heavy day on Wednesday is just that many more hours to recover before game time. Do you like that?
I'm going to adjust to it because that's what we have to do to be better. So whatever we have to do to be better as a team, that's what I'm going to go with. Now, it is new to me because we've been evening practice for 4 seasons now. Our last season it switched up, but whatever we got to do for the team, I'm in with it.
Sounds good. So, Coach Tesh, you've got the oldest group on the field or in this organization. So, do you kind of, obviously you want to coach, you want to be there, but do you have to kind of step back sometimes and let the players kind of lead themselves, coach themselves, and get that player led and that chemistry as maybe some of the other coaches have to pull their young guys along a little more?
Well, I think I'm blessed that I have a group of young men that have been in the program and understand the expectation as long as they have. I don't necessarily have to step back so much as they step in. And they get to issues before they become issues with some of the younger guys, teaching those guys the expectation, and not only what the coaches expect, but what the program expects. And it means a little bit more when it comes from an older player, more so than a coach. So I think that their leadership will continue to be invaluable, not only with the younger players, but also with newer players, right, that aren't necessarily haven't been all the way in yet with us and down the road of being through a season. So really excited about what they've done from that aspect at this point and what they're going to continue to do as we go through the season.
So I'm going to go back to an earlier comment that Coach made where he said camp can be a little like Groundhog's Day. Well, camp is over now. Obviously, you guys are going to start. This week will be more like a normal game week where you finally start looking at the opponent going in. So it's kind of nice. You got 2 weeks of prep, even though they do have a game coming up this Saturday. So the good thing is you have a little film on. But how exciting is it going to be to finally obviously get to hit another team on August 31st, but to finally see a different offense and not be running against the same plays that you've been running against for the last all summer long?
Yeah, it's not really the plays, it's the job. And like I said, every team run the zone, the run that we need to stop. So I'm glad to see a new team play against a new people, but we are in the same job. Stop the run and let's get to it.
How is it, the continuity with you guys on the defensive line? So many of you guys have been here for so long. Like Coach Tesh said, there's some young guys, there's some transfers, but have those guys fit in real well to the other guys who are already here? Because like I said, you guys have been playing together, a lot of you guys, for 4 years.
Yeah, I think the coaches did a great job recruiting. I mean, the new players that we have, of course the players, CJ and Zion, that has already been here, they have been there with us, but the new players that we got, the coaches did a great job. They fit right in with us. They're down with the team. They're down to get what we need done to win. So I think we got some good new players, man. They fit in really quick.
So it's great to have depth. I asked Big Tay this, and obviously you guys always want to be on the field, but is it kind of fun in a way balancing that, being the cheerleader on the sidelines, because you guys get subbed out more so than any other, call Coach Tesh the hockey coach, you guys are constantly in and out. Is it kind of fun balancing being that guy, but then also getting to cheer on your boys on the sidelines?
Yeah, I'd rather cheer on than do it myself. I'd rather see them boys go get a sack than do it myself. I got more excitement for them to make the sack or make the tackle for loss than myself. Of course, I want it, but I like us all having success. And of course, if I go get 5 tackles for loss and then nobody else doing their job, and then it wouldn't come together. Like they say, team, which Coach Houston says a lot. If we're not a team, we're nothing, really. So I'd rather cheer them boys on and have a sacks and tackle for loss than even having myself.
So Coach Tesh, kind of building off that, and that's obviously great to hear from a player. You can tell he's a true team guy. How tough is it for you, coaching the position group you do, where you do have to make so many subs? And how do you make those decisions as to when to leave a group out there and when to bring in the next line?
It's tough when you have guys that compete at a high level and can do things well, more than one aspect of the game. Do we have guys that fit certain situations better than others, certainly. And you try to rotate the best person in there for the task at hand. Sometimes the wind has a lot to do with it. Our guys are stressing us left and right. So sometimes a guy that is a really good pass rusher who's not at 100% might not necessarily be the best guy for the opportunity at that point. So you've got to manage all that. But I think what they've done a great job of it, they've really taken that over. They have a mantra, no drop off. So the expectation from the players is, hey, if they sub me out, you're going to come in and hold up your end of the bargain, pull your share of the weight, do a great job. And I think being able to do that, what we've seen over the years, is it allows these guys that do have a good skill set to be fresher towards the end of the game, and for us to really put the pressure on the opponent as we push through. So.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Best of